Hey YouTube, it's your boy Widgie here. I've just got to stop past Widgie here because I got some unfortunate news. The game actually went out of sync, and it went out of sync near the sort of end of the game, and I'll be putting down in the comments below what the actual full outcome of the game is, but I really stress that you guys actually watch this. It's a fantastic casted game, and even if we didn't finish the game, it's an absolute belter. So I hope you really enjoy it. Without further ado, past Widgie, take it away. Coming at you with, of course, some more Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition, and I got another casted game for you, and this is provided by Hammer of Judah, aka Shake, and I recently did a video on Shake's Spain where he played against A's, so if you haven't checked that game out, please feel free to. But we have some fresh content here from the latest overhaul patch or update where tons of civs, nearly all the civilizations have been changed, stuff has been added, more noticeably the Portuguese, the Ottomans, the French, and the Swedes, to name a few, that have had quite a lot of changes. And of course we have French versus Aztec here, and I'm really interested to see what's going on here, because Aztec, if we move over to the top right part of the map here, we have Mel Brooks playing as the Aztec in the pink, and Aztec overall have had quite a bad time with this latest patch. There is a 5 Vil card that has been completely removed in Age 2, so you only have access to 4 villagers. Your warriors that you can spawn from your community plaza have been significantly nerfed. However, there is a card called the Zitiliton card. I can never really pronounce it, but it's currently bugged at the moment. There was a change to that card where it actually increased the effectiveness of your warrior priests by an extra 20%, which is quite huge. But unfortunately, there are some issues with it still, and there has currently not been a hotfix, which is unfortunate. Quite sad to say that we're still having out of sync issues at the moment and still hasn't sort of been addressed. And unfortunately, Mel Brooks there not getting that herd in too well there, but hopefully we'll be able to sort it out. Opening up with a community plaza, of course, as Aztec, a house as well, getting the herding in and going for 3 villagers. So still very standard for Aztec here. Now, if we go back over to good old Shake here, playing as the French in the Cyan here, bottom left part of the map, and French has had a tremendous amount of changes, and I'm not going to list them all, but I've got them here to my left. And one of the things that's quite crucial about the French is 2 or 3 specific cards, and we can see here that Shake, strangely enough, actually hasn't got any of those cards. This is kind of interesting. So Shake has got some advanced TP post here. He's got Wilderness Warfare. So this can sometimes be a good map for the French to play natives. So we'll see how this goes. But just to give you a rundown, there are actually quite a few new cards for the French. One in particular is the it's the French Royal Army, which means that basically your musketeers and halberdiers will be able to gain a ranked status, which is huge, similar to certain outlaws. You also have an upgrade, which is the long-range rifleman upgrade, which basically means that your musketeer will receive an upgrade from that card as well now. So basically the French musketeers are on par, or if not slightly better than the British musketeers now, along with further outlaw cards, mercenary cards and stuff like that. There's just a long list. So if you want to check that out, I'm sure I'll leave a link down below so you can see the latest patch. So let's have a look here. So we see Shake here going for a quartermaster, 400 wood age up it seems, and he's making sure to grab the native TPs because they do provide a very small line of sight. Very small, but you can see he's got all 3 there, so he's doing a good job at keeping those. And he is actually going for an advanced TP, so we're going to be seeing some kind of trade post action here, and I'm hoping that we're going to be seeing some native posts, native post stuff going on, because we do have Wilderness Warfare, which you can see native warrior hit points are increased by 20%, which is quite significant. We can see that he's now in transition. It's kind of standard still, going for a market in transition. Most likely going to be getting hunting dogs, going to be getting steel traps as well once he gets into Age 2. Let's have a look at Mel here. Pretty much around the same time for aging up. Looking like some kind of potentially Age 3 play, but we never know. It could be Look at this. We do have 3 250 coin cards here. So this could be like a mad all-in rush. He could be picking Mayan allies. He could be going for the Zapotecs or the Renegade Spanish here. So lots of choice here. And he's just got the deck called 500. Interesting. And we can just see the deck a lot easier here. He does have this as well, the Religious Unity. Now, I imagine that he's probably going to be going for this card. Has he actually picked a card? Yes, he has. He has already gone for the Religious Unity, and he's aged up with the double Skull Knight. So this Religious Unity reduces the coin cost of these 3 cards here, and also you can see the temple cards there. The support cards are also reduced as well, and these are the support cards in Age 3. So it reduces all of those. So it means that it's only going to cost him 250 coin now rather than 500 to actually get these cards out. And the first one is going to be the Mayan allies. So this could be quite a good strategy, an all-in strategy for Aztec here. It could be a potential. So let's keep our eye on Mel for a little bit here and see what he's up to. So, you know, sort of majority of Vils still on food, but pretty much half and half here right now. And he's also got the Aztec Scouting Party big button here from the TC, which is going to give him some Jaguar Knights, which is very nice. And he's actually trained a lot of Eagle Scouts here to help with the treasures. So a very sort of all-in Age 2 focus here for Aztec. And I think it's really changed and switched up the way Aztec play because of the nerfs. Normally we would see the Warrior Priest boom, the kind of FF strategy, double Noble Hut with, you know, the Eagle Runner Knights and all this sort of stuff. But we're not seeing that in this. But look at all this stuff that's come out from Mel here. Quite scary. We have 4 Jaguar Prow Knights, 11 Mayan allies, and soon he's going to be able to get another card available to him. He is actually using some of his Skull Knights to start sieging Sheikh's TPs here because he went for the advanced TP. So he's actually secured his entire TP line. Has he got it upgraded? He hasn't yet. Is it on the way? No, it's not. He's actually gone for TPs himself, I believe. He's got a church coming in. Yeah, he's got a trading post here just behind his base, going for the Dervish, which is a skirmisher unit that throws knives. He's got 3 Hussars coming on the way, trying to deal with this pressure here. The 3 Hussars are not going to do a great deal against the composition here that Mel Brooks has gone. His steel traps and other villager upgrades coming in now as well. He has another card available to him. Remember, he's got a good card tempo now. He's got the whole TP line taken. So he's going to be able to start getting cards in pretty quickly. And he's got another 8 crossbowmen coming in behind there as well. Mel now has the Renegade Spanish, the next kind of allies card coming in. And we're going to see that in action. And we do see pulling of the boys. The CDBs have been sort of popped out there. They've gone back in now. But we can see the Dervish trying to do what they are. Mel here not really thinking about focusing too much here, but I mean, the Hussars probably shouldn't be doing this trade, to be honest. I mean, the Javelineers, they actually do bonus damage against cavalry in melee, so it's not ideal, but the CDBs are very powerful when they've been upgraded at the market. Look at that, 243 HP and 11 ranged damage, so they're not to be messed with. Don't trifle with the CDBs when they've got their market upgrades, that's all I can say. And Sheikh here going for now 4 CDBs, going for a little bit more of an eco card now. So I think he went 700 wood when he got into H2. Then he went for the 3 Hussar and the 8 crossbowmen to defend. And now he's a little bit safe. He's going for the 4 CDBs. It looks like he's chopping quite a significant amount of wood. He's getting gang saw in now as well. So what is this wood for? I think it's to potentially continue creating some more of these Dervish units, the Sudanese here. He's got another 6 that he can create, and that's exactly what he's doing. And we do now see a forward barracks now coming out from Mel, so he's starting to refine the strategy a little bit. He's switching up. Unfortunately, he you can actually send these twice. I've completely forgotten that. You can send these 2 cards twice. That's kind of insane. Wow. But the thing is, you send these at the expense of not sending something like the Warrior Priests or sending a resource crate, for example. So there is that trade-off. You know, I'm not entirely sure if I'm convinced with constantly spamming these units out. I think maybe what would have been good if Mel went for a TP opening first. He went for a TP start. That would have meant that he would have been able to start getting some extra XP in to help with his momentum in H2. But who knows? We do now see, unfortunately, they did not come out of the war hut here. He could have changed it and they could have come out of the war hut. Instead, the Rodoleros here have popped out of the TC. And he actually, wait, he actually has 22 of them. Oh yeah, he's actually sent them both twice. So he's got 22 Rodoleros. And now he's actually going for Coyotes now as well. That's probably the best bet because you got to think about counters and stuff. If you've got Rodoleros, your opponent is probably going to want skirmishes to deal with those. So what do you need to deal with skirmishes? You need Coyote runners. So it absolutely makes sense. So Shake here, not looking too bad. He's getting his next card in. Now he's going for the 700 coin. I don't think he's thinking about aging just yet. I think he's probably going to want to either get down to stables if he can, or maybe make some musketeers potentially at some point. I think it'd be crazy to think that he could age up, but maybe he's thinking that he could try and slip it in quickly before he gets some pressure from Mel here. But Mel now going for another card, the Zapotec Allies. I don't know how I feel about this. It's kind of nutty. I don't know. I think maybe that the 3 Warrior Priests beforehand might be better because you can use the attack dance to really just help your troops a little bit more. I feel like that's better, but then this Religious Unity is a crucial card. So I'm kind of in two minds about it, really. It's an interesting strategy. It's definitely a very all-in kind of strategy. However, he still seems to be keeping up okay. I mean, he's got 41 units here, and he's going to have 9 Zapotec. And the Zapotec, I believe, are good against heavy infantry. They're a melee unit, and they're also good against cav. I think they're similar to Jaguar Knights in the way they work. We're going to see them very shortly now, and they are going to come out of here. Here they are. So yes, they're good against cavalry and heavy infantry. So here we go now, pushing on in. I mean, this is a sizable force here. And we can see a lot of skirmisher units. We have the dervish, we have the crossbowman. So he just needs to make sure that he gets his... I mean, there's a lot going on here, guys, I've got to say. But it looks like he's got to get his coyote runners on them. There's only 4 coyotes. It's not ideal. But the sheer amount of hand attack damage here is quite scary. But Shake knows how to defend. He's done it many times. He's pulling the CDBs. He's got the big button militia coming out now as well. And everything is raining down now upon Mel. And he better switch up. He hasn't switched up into the warrior dance. That would help just a little bit more. He's got more slingers on the way. He's trying to train more eagle runner knights, sorry. And we can see that the majority of Shake's force has actually been taken care of. And now it's just the CDBs that need to be dealt with. And I am just going to remember. Sorry, guys. So that was pretty insane. There's still a ton of units left for Aztec. Scores are relatively the same though. However, we do have now 9 slingers coming in, so the tempo is just ever mounting here for Mel. Feeling pretty good. Sieging the barracks now, and now another card, ladies and gents, on the way. It's the 11 Mayan allies. It's pretty insane. CDBs are being pulled now to try and deal with this, and Mel needs to kind of just get back into the action. He doesn't want to lose too many units. He wants to actually try and fight these CDBs, but he's continuing to deal with the barracks. And if we have a look at Shake here, Shake, I completely missed that he's got into age 3. I've completely missed that, and he's got 3 cuirassiers on the way. This is perfect. I didn't even see him get into age 3 there, so quite greedy from Shake actually to not sort of stay in age 2 here. He's risked a lot, and he has risked like his entire army. His barracks is down. And his CDBs are all in the town center right now, not gathering anything. And the cuirassiers are coming out, and luckily the Hulk and Javelineers are here because they're going to be able to do some damage against the cuirassiers. And here they come, and Mel needs to be really on it here. Yes, that's perfect. Use the Javelineers against the cuirassiers. That's 1 down already. Fantastic. And this is not going to be the best spot here for Shake. He's going to be losing these cuirassiers, and that's pretty much all of them gone. And look at the sheer amount of slingers here hailing down upon the CDBs. 22 now left. Next card is going to be 2 Falconers. Let's have a look at Mel here. Still creating villagers. Going with a Puma Spearman. Anticipating further cav potentially. We can see here. What's he doing? He's pulling all the vills. I've just seen this. Mel pulling all the vills. What on earth? Why? I have no idea what's going on. Oh, need to get to hunts maybe? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, so really doing a unfortunate job there with the hunting, with the herding, sorry. And now we do now see more Zapoteks have come out with 5 Puma Spearmen behind. And Shakes. Oh, Shakes Falcons are going to pop right here. Oh, no.